Dementia affects so many people. The forgetfulness is sad and it's frustrating, and it can be debilitating. But the good news is there are things that can be done to reduce the risk, and there have been some promising breakthroughs. So let's look at some of the latest dementia discoveries.
More than 55 million people worldwide may have dementia, according to the World Health Organization. But there is new research that may be able to help, especially the most common form, Alzheimer's disease.
Our ability to make the diagnosis now of Alzheimer's disease is much more precise than it was, say, even 5 or 10 years ago.
We turn to Dr. Ron Peterson, director of the Alzheimer's Disease Research Center at the Mayo Clinic, to learn about the latest breakthroughs. First, how people are tested for it.
Most physicians will administer a mental status test in the office. Remember these few words: who's the president? Can you do these calculations? It gives the person a rough idea as to whether or not their memory changes are a part of normal aging.
If they think the patient's experiencing memory issues, they'll dive deeper with a brain scan
to see if there's some cause that we can pick up on the brain scan, like unlikely a brain tumor or a stroke.
Sometimes dementia can run in families, so they might do a blood test to see if you carry the genes. Next, Dr. Peterson says some ways to reduce your risk are by paying attention to
heart issues, high blood pressure, diabetes, avoiding smoking, getting some exercise. All of these activities may in fact impact your cognitive function as you age.
Sometimes stress or certain medications can cause memory loss, including some over-the-counter sleep aids. Also, heavy drinking and even hearing loss can increase your risk.
If you think of the brain simplistically as a computer, it depends on the quality of the information that comes in. So hearing is very important for processing information.
Finally, there are some new Alzheimer's breakthroughs, such as doctors used to have to use a brain scan or a spinal tap to look for signs of it. But now,
we're coming to realize that perhaps there are some blood tests that may also give us an index of whether you're developing the two proteins in the brain that are thought to define Alzheimer's disease.
Beta amyloid can form plaques around brain cells, and tau forms tangles inside brain cells.
Those proteins cause changes in the brain which result in forgetfulness, trouble with thinking.
The FDA has approved 4 drugs to help patients manage symptoms, but there are new drugs being studied that will hopefully do more.
And if these turn out to be effective, we'll actually have drugs that impact the actual course of the disease. So we're very hopeful that these are going to be a positive in the very near future.